guys, let me show you people my pawpaw tree. The thing is just growing and growing. I don't know where it's growing to. I'm trying to get some pawpaw fruits from the top, but it's like it grows by the day, or is it by the week, or by the month? I don't even understand. Let me show you. I don't even know how I'm going to climb today and get this. So this is, I have this small ladder and I have to climb. Can you see how tall this thing is? Like, we have to, I heard that we need to cut it down. So when these ones are done being ripe, we're going to cut it down, you know, to a level where, I don't understand what is happening here. Is it like budding or grafting? Those things we learned in agriculture in secondary school. Or is it primary school? That's what's happening here. Once I don't get it. Okay, let's do this.
I'll hold it for you.
This thing will fall. Is it balanced?
This thing is very, very strong.
Jesus, I'm scared.
I'm scared.
Okay guys, so we succeeded finally. My girl, even at some point, she even climbed too. We got a longer ladder and then we succeeded. This one is already ripe, but then something ate it, so I'm trashing this. But this is not ripe yet, but I'll keep it for when it gets ripe. Yeah. Guys, good evening. It's already evening, but I wanted to postpone this video, but I was like, let me just come out and talk about this. So today has been a very hectic day for me. I went to the bank. From there I had to do some market runs for the house and all. Anyway, the reason I'm making this video is because I am so pissed with Nigerian banking system, and I came out here to rant a little. So it happened that an account was opened for me, okay, by my organization, and this account did not bear my name. That was where everything started. It bore my maiden name. My middle name and my first name still remained the same, but my surname was not my maiden name instead of my husband's name, which I use presently. They set up the account, right, and now sent me a message that, okay, my account, this is my new account number and everything, and it didn't really sit well with me. Okay, I forgot to mention that the reason they did that, they said it was because the account I opened when I was still single, more than how many years ago, that opened with their former bank when they were formerly a different name, that they still had the details on their system. So nearly they put in my details, that one just popped up, and I don't even know how the man that did what he did just packed the name like that and put. And you know the annoying thing, I was not calling this man. This man refused to pick my calls. The so-called account officer, they're supposed to be the account officer for the organization I work in, stopped picking my calls. I would call him, even after he had promised that he was going to rectify it. This man he won't even take my calls. At least take my call, because he demands work ethics. Take my calls. Why are you avoiding my calls? Like, if you know that everything is, or all is well, why are you avoiding my calls? And I'm calling and he's not picking. I had to take matters into my hands. I went to open a new account thinking that will sort it out. For where he did not sort it out. I went about changing the name. I went to them with evidence, right, my newspaper publication, and they were like, that's not enough. I needed to go swear an affidavit. I went to swear an affidavit, and then at the High Court did that, all the processes. If you're in Nigeria, you know how the Nigerian system is so crappy, like everything is just always going south. Whenever you set your mind to do one thing, it just lingers and lingers. They add hands and legs and hand and eyes and everything to it to make it very cumbersome and uncomfortable. Anyway, I succeeded in doing that, right, the affidavit. I finished, I brought it back. Then by the time I got to the bank, that was another story. The branch that I got to, their systems were always coming on and off, booting and rebooting and booting. Then of course power supply, trust PHCN, or is it AEDC, they were busy bringing it and taking it and bringing, and then their supply, the electricity was not even stable at all. Like the transition from inverter to PHCN wasn't even stable. So it was just, once it goes off, everywhere will go, there will be a total blackout. The systems will shut down. Then they would now start again and start building and building. In fact, I wanted to call out the name of this bank. The only reason I'm not calling out the name of this bank is because I have friends that I know that they work in good branches, okay, in this particular bank, and they are not, I don't think it's as bad as the branch I went to. Anyway, that's by the way. So as I was saying, I finished up, right, and then it got to my turn. The queue was not even moving. Like, it was that story for another day. The network was so poor. It got to, and then I was supposed to report at work. I was supposed to go to work that same day. I was there for over 4 hours, like, and counting. Eventually, I was even pleading. I was doing a lot, trying to talk to them, talk to the people. It wasn't even working. Like, the fact still remained that the network was bad. So no matter how much you talk or tip someone off or do whatever, the network was bad. The network was bad. So eventually it got to my turn, right? And then they now told me that the court affidavit that I went to bring, that took me days, like, because it wasn't even the first day I went, wasn't the day I went back with the court affidavit. I had to go to another branch to open up a new account, and it still ended up being the same thing, like the same name issue. They still asked that I bring it because it wasn't matching my BVN. Okay, that's the challenge. Like, the name was not matching with the name of my BVN. The name of my BVN had my husband's name, right? But my name that they opened the account with was my maiden name. Now, bringing it back, getting to my turn after spending hours and days, I don't want to go into all that. I now got to it got to my turn, and they told me to go back and bring my marriage certificate. Mind you, this is someone who has done her change of name before. I did my change of name almost immediately after my wedding. Like, did my change of name, did my newspaper publication and all that. I told them, see, I have my newspaper publication. For where? I have my change of name. Sorry, no, yeah, my court affidavits, right? Showing my change of name and all. You get, like, and they're the ones that told me to go get these things, yeah? And then I got them, and it's still an issue. Like, I still need to go back and get my marriage certificate. Long story short, I eventually went back with my marriage certificates, my NIN, my everything they all the documents, the newspaper publication, the affidavits, everything they requested. I went back to the bank today, and because I wasn't able to transfer more than 20,000 naira, this was something I sorted out the day I went earlier, and I thought, okay, it was already fine. But then I checked my app again, and I'm seeing that I can't deduct, I can't withdraw, or even transfer or make transfers of more than 20,000 naira. So I called the customer care. They told me to go back to the bank. Because I didn't have, for the mobile app, I didn't have the capacity to be able to do that from my end. I went back to the bank. Of course, the queue thing. I even thought, okay, because I knew people, it would be easier considering the fact that I've come before, or okay, I could just easily tip them off or things like that. It didn't work out. I had to wait, and then it got to my turn. Okay, so do this for me. Extend the limit. They extended it, right? All right. So the next step, what's the next step? They said I have to wait till the next day again to make transactions. I was like, what is this? Money that I need immediately, I should now wait again till the next day. I went to fill a transfer form so they could move. Finished filling. They told me when it got to my turn again that the amount I put in is not even, is a lot, that I should split it into two. I don't understand that philosophy or whatever it is. I should split it into two and put two separate accounts. Send it to separate accounts. That was why I was busy sending money to sending money to two separate accounts. What is this? Anyway, I finally succeeded, but that's after they've stressed the life out of me. But I'm thankful that I finally succeeded. Seriously, Nigerian banking system, is this how you people are now? I don't blame people that will just use all these quick online banking, like the OPay, money points, and so on. Because what is this? What are people turning to? Is it that people want to frustrate your customers out of your banks? This is really well. Anyway, I just came out here to share that with you guys, but I'm fine now. I'm back home. I've had something to eat. I've rested. So I think I feel better. I feel better. So how are you? Take good care of yourself, and I'll see you soon in the video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, okay? And I'll see you. How's Christmas in over there? This Christmas, I don't know why it's looking like, is it maybe because I've not really decorated? I'm going to do that pretty soon so I can get into the vibes. I know that I'm the last person that is doing that at this point, because I'm very sure every other person has decorated at this point. Anyway, that's that. Take good care of yourselves, and I'll see you soon in another video. Bye.